I just can't get my head around it. Have you ever ghosted a future employer, a would-be employer? A new study by the job website Indeed has found that 8 in 10 young people who are the Generation Z and the Millennial generation, the under-39s, have admitted to completely blanking companies and employers and just not turning up for scheduled interviews.
Yeah, this is the age group 18 to 39 years old. Some argued it allowed them to take charge of their careers and was empowering.
What?
This has left us completely baffled. But former Apprentice star Ryan Mark Parsons agrees and thinks not turning up to an interview is a good thing because it prioritises yourself. Gen Z business owner Saffron Gilbert-Kaluba says it's rude and disrespectful. And I agree. I mean, right, I cannot understand this. Ryan Mark Parsons, if you've been offered a job interview, how on earth is it empowering to ghost the employer? You're just not going to get the job you wanted.
Well, that's fine. Well, you've made a decision and it's about being selective. You've decided not to go for that role. Why do you have to inform the employer? They don't treat you with any respect. They haven't
had a chance to.
No, but a lot of the time, overall, employers don't treat candidates with any kind of respect. 75% of employers don't even get back to candidates after they make an application. All you're doing is reciprocating the same kind of respect they offer candidates.
You're second-guessing them because you don't know that that employer is going to be in that 75%. They may be back to you, A, to tell you you've got the job, or B, to explain why you didn't get it. You're second-guessing their response.
No, but there's a reason why you're not showing up to the interview, because you don't want the job. I've had that.
Why apply for it?
Well, you can change your mind. The reason why I changed my mind was because I read very bad staff reviews, and I felt I didn't need to tell the employer that I'm not going to turn up to the interview. That's fine.
I think that's absolutely
One in the eye to the bad employers.
Number one, the person that you're trying to stick it to, they're not the ones doing you harm and not getting back to you. In fact, they have gotten back to you by giving you an interview. I also think it's narcissistic on the bad end to, feel like it's empowering to, ghost someone. That's only dealing with a gripe within yourself. I think, there's no point in, severing possible relations with, companies and people who could help you in the future.
That's so true, because, Ryan Mark Parsons, you might think, yes, I'm giving it to the man by not turning up.
Yeah.
You might, 6 months down the line, not have got any job offers and end up going, that interview that I was supposed to turn up to, do you mind if I come and talk to you again? They're going to just go, they're going to blank you.
Well, there's a very minimal risk.
They're going to ghost you back.
Yeah, they might ghost me back, but I think that's a very small risk. Look, it takes about 3 to 6 months on average to get a new job. It's a laborious process. I did it a few years ago. They don't even, the majority don't even send an auto-generated email to say, actually, your CV isn't right for the role.
But
they don't even have the decency to do that.
generated email or things like that, you have to look at it as life. Do you expect a response for everything in life?
Absolutely.
Sometimes you have to make peace with no conclusion.
You don't need to feel like...
Exactly, and it's frustrating.
Other business owners like you to stop being so whiny, petulant.
No, it's not being whiny and petulant.
Get over it. Go to another candidate.
It's thin-skinned by you feeling empowered for ghosting someone who's giving you an opportunity in an interview.
Supposing you made a reservation at a restaurant tonight for dinner, yeah?
Yes.
And then you read a review of the restaurant you've just made the reservation at, and it's not very good, and you think, actually, I'm not going to go there. Surely you'd give them a ring to cancel. It's just rude not to.
No, I've never done that.
And do you know how many, small business owners and people who are trying to recover, for example, in the hospitality industry, who want to, give that table to someone else, will lose money by you simply saying thanks, but no thanks.
I mean, it's so emotive and melodramatic. I mean, get over it. The employer can find someone else for the role. End of story. We're making it into such a big issue. If you don't show up to the interview, someone else will get offered the interview.
But I know people who, for example, there's tiered 1, 2, 3 in terms of the best people.
Yeah.
The first person doesn't get back to the employer. So then that leaves the second person who's waiting in line, not knowing what they can do. In fact, I have a friend...
He's explained why he thinks that kids are doing it.
Yeah.
Why do you think they're ghosting?
I just think it's a really bad thing of, the Gen Z culture of saying, you know what, let me just stick it to the man and not put enough effort in. Why should I? And it actually just paints a really bad picture.
Thank you both very much indeed. Just over 1 in 10 think it's OK to not show up for a job interview, whereas most of you would be there in a shot.